Hello my babies and welcome back to my channel. I am back at y'all with another video. But before we get started, if you are new to my channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that way you will know each and every time that I upload a new video. So let's get into the video. Okay, so my face is already prepped and primed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my brows off camera and I will be right back. So now that we are back, I had went in with the Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer in Chestnut. And I also went in with this BH Cosmetic brush. Not sure what the number is. I don't know why. I had it for a while now. And it seems like every time when you purchase any brush, the writing seems to fade away over time. I really didn't have it that long. Probably about like 6 or 7 months. Well, yeah, it's possible that it can rub off, especially when you're doing makeup and you're touching the back of the handles and everything like that. I want to start off with my eyes. I want to go bright or go home. I'm going to be doing something different. Actually, the lightest shade that I was able to find is going to be this toffee, and this is by LA Girl. I'm going to just take a little of this and apply it to my lid. I'm actually not going to move that towards the brow because I have the Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer that is there already, and I don't want it to get too cakey, especially when I'm doing my makeup. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my beauty sponge and I'm just going to start blending that out. Normally I would use a brush, but the beauty blender actually looks so much better when you're blending out the concealer. And we're just going to do that for the other side as well. You know what? I said I was really not going to talk about this. I said I was really going to let it go. But, you know, we family, right? We family. We done got acquainted. We're close. So I feel like, you know, I should tell y'all anything. For those who don't know, I actually got married October 16th. And my sister was in my wedding and my two best friends. The day of the wedding, I just felt like everything did not go how I wanted to go. At the end of the day, it should be about the person that makes you happy. You know, when you get married, you're not getting married for everybody else. You're getting married for the person that you are in love with. The thing that I want to happen the most is for my father to be there. He wasn't. My dad was so busy working instead of supporting his kids. That was something that he always did. So I basically grew up with just my mom. But my dad never showed up. So I was outside of the limo before anything, and I called my dad. My dad literally pressed in on me, which was, I'm talking about, when I mean I'm like boiling inside, like it's like I'm really getting emotional just talking about it because that was the most intimate time of my life, and I feel like any woman should want their dad to be near their side and walk them down the aisle. But so I end up staying in the car with one of my best friends, which is Kimmy. Hey Kimmy, I love my baby. But anyways, I was inside of the car with her and my other best friend was with my sister. So do you not know that my sister, my best friend, told me, well, I'm glad she waited to tell me because I feel like it would have actually ruined the wedding more. By the way, I'm going in with my Mercier translucent powder to set the concealer in place. So I just felt like I'm kind of like glad that she actually waited to tell me because, I mean, who want to be pissed off at their wedding? My best friend told me that my sister was actually talking about me. At my wedding, she was talking about me. So, I mean, she said the same thing that she told my friend, but at the end of the day, I just felt like, you know, you going to somebody's wedding, at least you could just suck it up and just, you know, be happy for the person that's getting married. So she came to me and they literally made a big scene at my wedding. And she was like, sorry to tell you, but I have to leave. And I'm like, okay, well, you're one of my bridesmaids. Like, how you just gonna leave like that? I mean, it was just crazy. So I was like, look, well, since you gotta go, just go ahead and do the pictures, take the pictures and everything like that, and then you can leave. I'm thinking that she was, you know, about to go out of town because that's where she stayed. But no, that wasn't the case. Her dude was so impatient. He was literally doing donuts in the freaking parking lot at my wedding. At my wedding, he was doing donuts in the parking lot because he was so upset that he wanted to leave her. I shouldn't be telling my sister business, but at the end of the day, it's like when you come and think about it, it just pissed you off. So before I started walking down the aisle, I was so pissed because I called my dad one more time and like, okay, you know, maybe I'm just gonna be lucky. And that wasn't the case. Like, he literally ignored the phone call again. The first thing I did was I called my best friend, and I'm like, okay, hey, Frankie, can you like come here? Because I was so embarrassed. And he came. I'm telling you, I was literally about to break down. I was literally about to break down. I had my head down the whole time, and he was like, look, he stopped me. He said, look up. You see that man right there? That man loves you. He is waiting on you and he wants to marry you. When he said that, I felt so much better. He said, pick your head up. So I literally picked my head up and I'm like, okay, it doesn't even matter. I'm gonna let him walk me down the aisle, and I'm so thankful for him. But when we said our dues, I mean, that was all that mattered. And could you imagine paying and thinking and expecting to have like 60 to 70 guests at your wedding and only probably 20 to 30 people show up? I mean, I was boiling. But anyways, I'm going to be going in with the Colourpop. I actually bought this palette last month. I didn't get a chance to do a review or anything on it when it first came out because I was just going through my own little problems plus the wedding. So I'm going to go ahead and use this palette today, and I'm going to be jumping into the BH Cosmetic brush. And this is what it looked like. The color that I'm going to go in first, I'm going to be going in with Rotten. I think I'm saying that right, which is this brown shade right here. Okay, so back to what I was telling y'all. So, you know, people don't understand that when you expect somebody to come to your wedding, it's because you're basically paying for the people that come there. And people don't realize that. And it was so crazy because when we actually RSVP and we was asking everyone where they're going to be at the wedding way before ahead of time, people were sitting up there saying, yeah, they're going to be there, they're going to support and everything like that. But then a day before the wedding, something just told me inside, girl, you need to message them again and just see whether people were going to come or not. So I'm like, okay, let me just message again and make sure that these people were coming. You know, on the day of the wedding, everybody had their excuses to why they didn't come, or they didn't have anything to wear, or they didn't have the money to buy any clothes. I understand we're still in the pandemic or whatever the case might be, and people, they don't got it like that. But I mean, you could at least, you know, wear your work clothes or something like that just to come to the wedding to support. But I still had fun at the end of the day. Once I got a couple of drinks in me, all of that just like literally went out the window to what actually happened that night. It's crazy because the next day I wake up, you know, that's the first thing that was on my mind. And then I got so pissed. I started deleting my daddy, my family, and everybody that did not come to the wedding off my social media because it let me know at the end of the day who was for me and who was not. So after, when she actually told me what had happened, she was explaining to me, and then she was like, girl, you know, I really didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to get you mad. And I was like, you know, that's fine. So I'll text my sister. And I was like, I heard that you was, you know, talking about me the day of the wedding. She was like, oh, I wasn't saying anything bad. I'm like, okay, first of all, my best friend don't even know you. She don't know anything about you. So therefore, I don't think a person just would come out of nowhere and lie on somebody like that, especially when they don't even know them. You know, at the end of the day, you're my sister. I'm not going to get, you know, stop talking to you, whatever the case might be. I just want to know what had happened. Man, it was so much stuff had happened. There were fights and all type of shit. I'm just glad that the fights, it happened after when everything was done or whatever the case might be. But I really don't want to bring that up because I don't need a phone call from anybody saying, hey, you know, you blasted my business or whatever on social media. I'm not trying to do that, and I'm not for the drama, so we just gonna leave that part alone. But yeah, the thing that I don't like is if you're telling me that you're gonna come down to support me, then support me. You get what I'm saying? Like, actually support me, not talk behind my back, talk about me to my friend. But then she was like telling my friend that she didn't want to be there, she didn't want to come anyway. But that's not what you told me. You said that since I support you, you're gonna support me. I don't know. People always giving mixed signals, but it is what it is. But I'm going to go into this blue shade right here. It's called Pool Party. And I'm going to put that in the outer corner. These colors are actually so pigmented. If you're going to be for somebody, be for somebody. I was so extremely exhausted because not only that, I had to help my mom, you know, cut up like different stuff for the wedding. And I just feel like because we in a pandemic and we got bills to pay. We got bills to pay. You know, I'm not rich out here. So I'm not going to sit up here and pay for no cater when my mom is a great cook. So that's what we end up doing. My mom ended up cooking for the wedding and it was really, really good. My mom had like 10 different trays with food. It was beautiful. It was really beautiful and it was amazing. I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe brush, the M514, to just soften that part up just a little. Actually, that's not blending how I wanted to, so I'm going to switch that and I'm going to go with the other Morphe brush and see if we can blend that out. My sister literally stopped talking to me. She won't even say anything to me. She just, you know, was like go her separate ways. And I'm fine with that. You know, at the end of the day, when they don't speak to me, when you tired of the book, you tired of the drama, you just want to be like, you know, if you don't want to talk to me, then don't talk to me. Because at the end of the day, you're going to miss me. You really are. I'm actually like freestyling this. I don't really know too much of what I'm gonna do. I'm not recreating anything. I'm just using the shades in this palette because I feel like they're really pretty. But we'll see. We're gonna do something. I know for a fact that when they see this, they're gonna be pissed. Well, she's gonna be pissed. She's gonna be so mad. She probably draws, but I think what I'm gonna do is go into this shade right here. And this is called Bahama Mama. I'm going to put that in the inner eye. This palette is actually good. I noticed that the matte colors are very pigmented. But when it comes down to the shimmery colors, the shimmer colors are not as pigment as the matte colors. So that's what I'm kind of noticing about this palette. So I really got to pack it on in order for this color to actually show up. Maybe if I would have wet the brush and then apply it, maybe it would have applied differently. Rub that in just a little bit, just to blend it out at the top. It's a vibe. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. You know what? I want to know if anybody actually used this palette. Let me know what you guys actually think about the palette, because I haven't tried it. It's the first time I'm actually trying out this palette with you guys. It is very fun. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my Nars, and this is in Marquises. Honestly, I'm not even going to put, I'm just going to apply it to my face, honestly. And my color did change, so I know this color is going to be off. I'm going to be able to fix it, so that's all that matters. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Il Maquillage, and I'm going to actually mix both of these. Hope it doesn't come out looking crazy. This one probably, this shade would have actually been better instead of me using the other one. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my beauty sponge and start blending that product out. I normally use the brush when I'm doing this, but I just like literally feel like the sponge is actually more faster than using a brush. But we're gonna use the beauty blender today. Let me get that forehead. Honey, it's like you rushing through your makeup. What is you doing? Doing my makeup. All right. All right. So now I want to kind of brighten up my under eyes. So I'm going to go in with both. I'm going to go in with Toffee, and I'm going to go in with the Nars Concealer, and this is going to be in Walnut. And I'm going to go ahead and apply the lighter shade in the middle, my other side. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take Fawn. But anyways, I'm gonna take the Toffee, and I'm gonna put the Toffee in the middle. Toffee one is kind of a little bright, but oh no, they're kind of about the same. It just got a different shade going on right there. I'm going to soften up the top of my lip, so I'm gonna be using my Chestnut, and this is gonna be by Born This Way. And I'm just gonna apply that on my chin and on the top of my mouth. I'm not gonna actually do the center of my nose. I'm just gonna hold off on that one for when I'm contouring, because I want my nose to be snatched. Anyways, I'm gonna take my beauty sponge. Normally I'll let it sit for a while, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm not. We just gonna start blending that out. And yep, I'm baking. I'm gonna bake. And who gonna stop me? Nobody, because you don't even know my address. You don't know where I stay at. How you gonna check me if you don't know where I stay at? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that other eye. Normally when I'm doing my concealers, I don't put the foundation up under the eyes because I feel like the concealer is gonna go there anyway. So it really don't make any sense of putting the foundation up under there. But for the sake of this video, we're just gonna do that. Let's see if we can get a facelift overnight. All right. I just like to keep it in the middle. All right, there. And I'm just gonna blend out my forehead. All right. Try to get my bags, because I've been carrying a lot of groceries lately up under there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take my translucent powder, my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just gonna go ahead and set up under my eyes, and that's how we gonna do it. You know what? I said I was gonna bake, but I don't think I'm gonna bake. I'll just apply it. No baking, no baking, no baking. I don't know, sometimes when I be doing my makeup a certain way, I ain't gonna lie, I look beat and snatched, but I be feeling like a drag queen. I be feeling fierce, honey. Like, I just want to break out and start dancing. Babe, if I was born as a man, would you still marry me? You would?
Because then I would be a woman.
What?
Because then I would be a woman.
Then you will be a woman? Seriously? Oh my goodness. I'm done. I cannot believe that you just said that. So now that I got that out of the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this, what is this, Cha-Cha-Cha, this purple shade right here, which is Cha-Cha-Cha, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that at the lower lash, lower lid. You get the picture, you know what it is. And I'm gonna be taking my BH Cosmetic brush. I'm gonna take that and start putting that all at the bottom of the lid. Let's see how this come out. You know what? I'm not even mad. I'm not mad. Don't worry, I might be looking like a raccoon, but we just gonna blend that out. Okay, after doing that, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a more fluffier brush, and we just gonna blend that out at the bottom. I'm gonna use this one instead. This is another BH Cosmetic brush. I don't even know the number, so please don't ask. I don't know why I just said that. Well, either way it goes, I mean, I'm pretty sure if I try to look for this, I'm not even going to find the numbers or what product this is on BH Cosmetics, because they probably don't even have it anymore. So, yeah, I'm just going to blend it out. We just soften it up just a little bit. I'm going to do that for the other side. I'm actually blending out the bottom of it because I don't want to take away the pigment from the shadow. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little contouring. Of course, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Fenty Beauty in Thick Mint and another BH Cosmetic brush, because you know a girl gotta save her coins. I gotta save my coins. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this here. Let's see if my face becomes a little smaller than what it appears. I'm gonna go ahead and do it at the bottom. And I'm going to do that for the other side as well. You're so mean. It kind of look a little harsh, but we're going to fix that. And I'm going to show y'all exactly how I do that. Okay. What I'm going to do is to fix that, I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty sponge. And I'm just going to soften it up just a little bit. Just to buff it out. And do that for the forehead, because I'm pretty sure y'all do see the harsh line that's there. You know, it's not hard to miss at all. Boom. So now I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose. I want to go in for something softer, so I'm gonna be taking the Fenty Beauty, and this one is going to be an espresso. We're gonna take this angle brush, it's also by BH Cosmetics, and start creating a beautiful look for the nose. I'm gonna connect it to my brow and then bring it down. Sorry y'all, I'm only right-handed. I can't work on my left. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take my Nars Concealer in Walnut, and I'm just going to apply that only to the center of the nose and then work my way up. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just start blending that out. So now I'm gonna go ahead off camera. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes and do a little bit mascara, and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, y'all, so I went on ahead and I finished my eyes off camera. These eyelashes, I didn't even know these eyelashes was gonna be that freaking long. I got these eyelashes from the hair store and they're by Kiss Lashes and it's triple push-up collection. I didn't know that these lashes were gonna be so dramatic how they are, but I'm kind of liking it. It feel like I'm getting ready to fly away. I feel like I just got my wings today. And I went in with the Kiss Pastel Blue liner to apply that to the bottom. And then I also took their Real Magnet, and this is by Benefit, to apply that to the lower lashes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put on some blush. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Kat Von D. It actually still says Kat Von D. I guess that's before she actually sold the brand. So Kat Von D and Snapdragon we're gonna be using. This is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and take this fluffy angle brush because I'm going to use what I can get my hands on and just apply a little bit of that because this here, it gets carried. So I literally just had a malfunction going on with my camera and I'm pretty sure I chopped and missed a lot of the video. And I'm doing this with my phone, so I really don't even have storage on my phone. It's sad to say I've been prolonging to even get more storage. So that is the problem. So what I did was I took the Cabana Club and I went in with this blue shade right here, which is Cool Off, and I actually applied that to my waterline. And I applied that blush here, and I just buffed it out with my beauty blender to soften it up just a little bit. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and do my lips. So I'm going to take this Kiss pencil, and this is going to be in dark brown, and apply that to the top of the lip. I'm going to go in with Vice. This is by Urban Decay. And this is going to be in the shade Naked. And I'm just going to apply that. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to do like a nude or glossy. Well, I guess I'll just leave it like that because it feels kind of moisturizing and glossy to me. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And you already know I can't do anything without my mold, honey. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my liquid pencil, and I like to, how you say it, I like to redirect my mold somewhere else than what it is because I actually got a mold here and here, but I'm going to actually redirect that mold to underneath the eye as well as at the bottom. And I did not highlight underneath the brow bone. Why? I don't know. I just felt like I didn't want to take away anything else from the eyes. So that's why we didn't do that. And I'm going to go ahead and take some setting spray. And this is the Pore Professional by Benefit. And we're going to spray that mist on the face. And it wouldn't be a mist unless I actually set it into place, which is tapping that product in. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Now I'm going to go ahead and use that mist one more time, and this time I'm just going to let it sit on the face. Ooh. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Okay, so this is going to be my final look. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching my video. I know I haven't been posting, but I'm going to make sure I stay consistent with my videos. I'm going to be posting once a week. On Saturdays, you're going to expect the upload from me. And due to the wedding and everything like that, that's why I had to step back for a little bit. So you're going to be seeing more of me. And if you have not already subscribed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you will never have to miss another upload from me again. But it's getting late, so until next time, holla!